Okay, so let's talk about some helicopter money. This is Brian Lewis with MMT Investing, and things just changed. So there's a couple ways to get some helicopter money right now with the government stimulus checks that they're mailing out. Most of the ways that individuals are going to get money is through their state unemployment programs. Your state unemployment program in each state has been modified, and the government has added a chunk of money on top of normal unemployment, and they've removed like all of the restrictions for qualifying for unemployment. So you can just go to your state unemployment website and you just apply for unemployment, and all the rules have changed, and like everybody qualifies. So you can just go, and this is not investment advice or legal advice or anything like that. But go check this stuff out for yourself. You can go to your unemployment website, fill it out, and the rules have changed. And you don't only get state unemployment numbers, you get a chunk of government federal money on top of that. And it's like a weekly or monthly, that's like a basic income. That's like they're paying like universal basic income through the unemployment program right now. Um, so that's the main way that most individuals can get money. And then for businesses, there's a bunch of different loans and uh, mostly loans available. But this is one trick for a business owner, or even someone that doesn't actually own a business but just does some work on the side. If you do work on the side and you don't own a business entity, you're still a sole proprietor. You still qualify for this. And what you do is you go to the SBA, Small Business, the U.S. Small Business Administration. It's SBA.gov, and you can apply for a coronavirus loan. And when you apply for it, you become eligible for a grant, which is just helicopter money. So once they process it, they'll just give you the grant. They'll just deposit it in your bank account, and you don't have to pay that back. It's just helicopter money, free money. And then they'll ask you if you want this loan, and you can just say no. So just at the top today, there's a button that says click here, and that will take you to the loan page. And I don't know if that'll be there forever, but if you go to funding programs, coronavirus, COVID-19, disaster assistance right here, this will take you to the portal page. And right now the portal it has not been open for weeks. And if you scroll down here, it tells you all about it. In response to the pandemic, blah 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 blah, SBA will be giving EIDL. This is called the EIDL loan. It's the Economic Injury Disaster Loan. And you're applying for a loan, but applying for this loan gives you access to a grant. And the grant is the helicopter money, and you don't have to take the loan. But if you want the loan, you can take the loan also. And the payback stuff you need to look up yourself. I'm not going to go over all that right here. And then in general, this would be where you apply for the loan here, but the portal has been closed for weeks and it's still closed, but they just added this link here, eligible for agricultural businesses. And you click this link, and this takes you to the portal, and it is open again. So you can see here that the disaster loan assistance portal is open, and streamlined process requirements, blah, 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 blah. You need to just fill the forms out. And here's the two choices for what type of business that most people are going to have. If you have like an LLC or an S corp or something like that, you'll say that I have a business and it's less than 500 employees. If you have more than 500 employees, then you have to go to a completely different type of loan application, like the PPP or something like that. But this SBA loan is for small businesses less than 500. And if you don't have a registered like LLC or business entity, you're still a sole proprietorship. All you have to do is, well, right now you don't even have to prove that you have income. You just have to state the amount. But when you get approved for this thing, you are going to have to prove that income as side business work. But I mean, you could get money from playing in a band that you get cash, or you could um, whatever, like you can make pottery and sell pottery, and that's a side business. Or like realtors are a big one, that might be an employee or a sole proprietor. Any kind of side hustle, any kind of business, you can apply for this thing and they might give you the money. So I'm just going to fill this out as a sole proprietorship, because that's the people that probably don't know how to fill this out. And let's just go ahead and pretend like I'm a sole proprietorship right now, and that's just a person without a registered company name, and your side money you declare on your taxes, and you're a sole proprietorship, like legally. And then you have to say, okay, I'm not doing illegal stuff. I don't have child support. I don't have sexual crimes, no gambling, no lobbying. I'm not a government person that's not allowed to apply for this thing. Okay, great. And then business legal name. I mean, for me, as a sole proprietor, I just put my name. I'm Brian Lewis with MMT Investing, and that's my trade name is MMT Investing, even though I don't have a registered, business LLC for that. That's the trade name, and your business name is your own name, and then you can put your social security number here. And if you are a business, it'll be your business EIN number, but for sole proprietors, it'll be your social. And organization type is sole proprietorship here, and then of course, it'd be LLC or whatever else if you're not sole proprietorship, and not a nonprofit, not a franchise. Gross income, whatever amount that you have. And hopefully, if you do have a side business, you have a separate bank account with this number clearly uh, visible inside that separate bank account for your business. But if you are just collecting money for a side hustle and just putting it directly into your own bank account, you just go in your bank account and circle all of the income, like print it out, circle it, add it up, and you're going to have to prove that number at some point, but right now you just have to put the number here in order to apply. And then cost of goods, if you have cost of goods, put it in. Otherwise, no. Rental properties, no. Ag operations, no. Other comp from the disaster, no. And then here it would be a good idea to write something like, it says other compensation, but you want to specify that um, that no other compensation. But this is the only spot where you can actually write something on the form. So you want to say that all my income is from contracting. That's most small business is just contracting income, at and all my clients were lost during the coronavirus pandemic. And then say something like, I have one employee myself. So this loan is paying out for each employee of your company. So if you put 0 employees, you're not going to get any money, or it'll be confusing. I mean, if you put 0, they know you're a company, and no company has 0. But just specify like it's one employee. You're trying to get paid for the one employee, and that one employee is you. It's yourself, and then maybe specify that this application is for like COVID-19 disaster relief, and then that note they'll see, like if you've applied before and you put 0 employees or you screwed something up, like this specifies like the reason why you're applying again, or you're specifying like I have one employee. If you applied before and you didn't put your employee, or you did something wrong on the application last time, they'll see this note, and then they'll actually process the thing instead of just being like, oh, they already applied and throwing it out. They'll see your note, and then you get your business address here, which probably would be just your house or something. And then like after this, it's all pretty straightforward. I mean, you just say like 0 employees and you check all the boxes, put your address and stuff in there. So this is the EIDL loan application portal. This is what it is, where it is, how you get the helicopter money for a small business. And that works whether or not you actually have a business or not. You just have to do some side work to qualify for this thing. And they've run out of money, they claimed, and now they're only processing agricultural businesses. But it's possible And I'm not recommending you fill this thing out if you're not an agricultural business at the moment. Only agricultural businesses should be filling this out right now. But if you did it anyways, it's possible that your application gets thrown in the pile to get processed whenever they start processing other things. I don't know. But this, what I've just filled out here for this today is an example of a sole proprietor in an agricultural kind of business. Um, I don't know if growing some plants and selling them counts here or not. That's a gray area. So, so all right. So this is this is a big helicopter money thing that not a lot of people know about. And the other big one is through the state unemployment forms. And those are getting updated. A lot of those state unemployment forms have been just old and out of date, and it's taken them weeks to get them updated with all the new rules. This is a ton of new stuff. The SBA is freaking out, and they don't have the money to cover what they're supposed to be paying, and Congress is like yelling at them and sending them like threatening letters like, you better pay this amount that we're telling you to pay and stop. They were putting like 1,000 in accounts they're supposed to put 10,000 in, and Congress is like, put 10,000 in there, like we're sending the money, do it now. Like, and it's getting kind of crazy. It's helicopter money season, stock market crash, all that stuff. And yeah, so this is MMT, the new environment that we are in right now. This is the environment that we're investing in. So this is what my channel is about, covering all this stuff, covering how to invest in this environment, how to protect your money, how to get free helicopter money. So here you go. And this is not investment advice or legal advice or anything of the sort. And on the next page where it asks you, did anybody help you fill this form out? Do not put me in that box. I did not help you fill this out. And yeah, so yeah. Oh, please hit the like button to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, blah, blah, blah. Happy trading.